Hello, welcome back to MidEast In-Depth, part of Levant TV's Press Reviews. Karen DeYoung and Anne Gearan write in the Washington Post a piece titled "Obama's sending up to 300 soldiers to Iraq as advisors say move is limited." Obama said, "My job is to make sure that American personnel there are safe, that we are consulting with the Iraqi security forces, that we're getting a better assessment of what's on the ground, and that we're recognizing the dangers." Obama added, "Over the long term and developing the kinds of comprehensive counterterrorism strategy that we're going to need to deal with these issues." The Obama administration is straddling difficult politics in Iraq and at home, seeking to answer Republican critics such as House Speaker John Boehner from Ohio, who claimed that Obama is taking a nap while Iraq crumbles, and to assure political supporters that he's not opening a new front in the Middle East. But one could argue that the administration took a long nap. The ISIS has been in Syria for more than a year now, and it's known for its terrorist activities that were a serious threat to the region and to the world. Rami Khouri writes in the Daily Star an article titled "Arabs Search for Legitimate Statehood." Khouri says the novelty of Iraq today, as with Syria to a lesser extent, is the presence of fighters from many other countries who have joined the fray because the borders of the country have largely been erased by their own lack of legitimacy in the eyes of the citizens. The writer adds the ISIS is a greater threat in the short run than others, such as militant sectarian movements, because it controls territory that provides a base of operations, it enjoys fiscal resources, it attracts fighters from abroad who have no relationship to the local people under their control, and operates as a hybrid between a guerrilla force and a formal army. The ISIS and others like it reflect none of these sentiments, which is why they will not be part of the long-term scene in the region, despite their short-term prominence. Any response to ISIS should not focus on only restraining their advances, but rather on responding to the local citizens' 100 years of unfulfilled desires for conditions that would promote their self-determination and sovereignty. Julien Piquet, El Monitor's congressional correspondent, writes on Obama's Iraq policy shift in an article titled "Obama's Iraq Plan Gets Bipartisan Support in Capitol Hill." The article looks at responses within Capitol Hill on Obama's Iraq agenda, where some hawkish lawmakers applauded the speech, even as they acknowledged that the details remain murky. Senator Marco Rubio, a Republican from Florida and an Iraq hawk and potential 2016 presidential candidate, told reporters after a closed briefing of the Senate Foreign Relations panel, he said, "I felt that what the president said today is a much better place to be than where we were 24 hours ago, the beginning of this morning. I think that's the beginning of an outline of what I hope will be a concrete plan we can all rally around." House Foreign Affairs Chairman Ed Royce, also a Republican, has urgently called for drone strikes, issued a statement after Obama outlined his approach, saying that it underestimates the seriousness of the threat. It's quite remarkable that finally the West, and especially the US, has realized the threat that the ISIS imposes, but the question remains, why now, why in Iraq and not Syria, and what's being planned behind the scenes for the region? That was it for today's analysis. For more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching MidEast In-Depth. I'll be with you again Monday, and bye for now.